Welcome back to Whatever Garage. In this episode, we fix broken U-joints. Let's get started. All right, today we're going to remove the other half shaft. Nothing's wrong with it, but since I'm replacing the U-joints on here, I'm going to replace the U-joints on that one. Just to recap, this is your U-joint. This is your U-joint under pressure. It's raining. Let me get my dogs in real quick. All right, I'm back. I was able to get one dog in. I've got one who loves to go inside, the other one who refuses to go inside. So she's still out there. Let's get this tire off. Whoa, those were not on there very tight. Note to self, torque down, excuse me, torque down lug nuts next time. All right, we'll go stack this over with the other one now. I'm sorry about the lighting, I know it sucks. I need to buy another work light since the other one burned out. It didn't burn up, shorted out, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Yeah, going the wrong way. Who picked that one up? And all of these nuts were on here with Loctite, which makes me wonder if they're original. Because, you know, the Loctite's all symmetrical where it's put, you know? It's not like globbed all over the place like I would do. If you hear any heavy machinery outside, it sounds like the garbage truck's coming by today. They're a day late. These guys can never get the damn shit done right. Ever since COVID, their excuse is, we just can't get employees. Yeah, you gave shitty service before that. Don't get me a rant on customer service these days. Ever since COVID, you know, it's been piss poor no matter what industry you go into. That's one side off, or one cap off of one side. Let's see if I can get the other one. I'm making some faces straining over here. Damn. Yep, can't get that one this way. Let me rotate. She didn't want to go that way. Oh, but she'll go that way. Nice and easy. She's in neutral, so I don't understand why she won't go backwards. I am missing a jack. That's what I'm missing. Let me go get the jack, see if we can get some leverage here. Loosen that up. Sometimes this lighting really tries my patience. I guess if I had a lift, this would go much easier and be easier to watch. I found one for $1,800, but it was only an 8,000 pound lift, and I want a 12 so that I can get my truck up there. So what's the point of having one if I can't get all of my vehicles, right? Even though y'all aren't here to watch my truck videos, and I say that because I don't make any. I made one, and I think 4 people watched it. So, my personal vehicle is my personal project, I guess. I mean, y'all tell me, are y'all here just for Corvette content? Or are you here just for seeing how some regular Joe does things? I mean, because like I said, I'm going to shift to those 56 trucks hopefully soon. I mean, I like to bounce around between all of them, but, you know, let's get real. How long have I been doing this one? 6 months? And then my other Corvette sort of only did it for a couple of weeks on video and it got ignored. But I will be jumping back on that in the next couple of weeks. But I would like to get my wife's truck in here and get it stripped down completely so we can get it started at least. And she's admitted that she's not going to be able to help me much because she's going to have shoulder surgery soon. And I've I'm exactly 1 year out from my shoulder surgery, and it literally took me 6 months before I could get in a position where I could comfortably work on cars. It was that loud. So if I know her, she'll definitely be out a year. All right, we got half shaft number 2. Half shaft, short shaft, stubby shaft, whatever. Whatever you want to call it, we still know what you're talking about. This one put up a hell of a fight because she was rusted into place. I mean, look at that. This one has every appearance of being an original. Of course, the second it got loose, the cap popped off and all the needle bearings ran out. All right, I don't want to get these confused right now. Well, not confused, you know what I mean. The end switch there. That will be my top one. So let's go ahead and remove all of that stuff. Ow, stabbed myself. That was just loverly. Oh, you see that spark? Come on. Just needs a little help. There. Had to get some leverage on it. All right, after a lot of beating and banging, we got them out. They're marked, but I want to make sure we differentiate between driver and passenger. And this one is driver. Pull that out. All right, so these can all go into the scrap bin, minus the straps. And who knows, they'll end up on another robot one day, including the broken one. And now what we're gonna do is get everything together, make sure we got it all, we didn't knock it all over the place here. So we have strap, 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 strap. That's driver straps. So that's 2, 4, 6. Driver's side, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm just making sure my math was right. Since, you know, I don't know how many cylinders I have. Okay, so more than likely what happened is they all took a trip back there. So let me get on the floor and find them. Oh, you're in luck. I found them. Along with, oh yeah, that's the broken one. I don't know if y'all can see how well that broke. That's amazing. So we did have the other strap, and it's coated in grease. Strap, 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 and then the bolts. I did find the other 2 over there on the other side of the car. So we have all bolts, all straps accounted for. And so what we need to do now is pick up the one we just dropped. No. What we're gonna do now is clean these all up, paint them, and have them ready to put back in for when the parts arrive. But first, there's another part in the car I wanna remove. Oh, how sweet. My daughter left me a snack in here. Little bag of Cheez-Its. That's nice of her. But what we're getting ready to do is remove the trim, that back trim. One, it's some matte black that looks like crap, the paint's flaking over here, and 2, it rattles like a son of a bitch when this car is running. So I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna put some sound deadener behind it, paint it, or excuse me, sand it, paint it, and put it back in. All right, there's the rear deck removed. Now we gotta find a place to start sanding. I found some additional damage. I don't know how well you can see this. If you look inside, see where the ridge line is. Yeah, it's supposed to be smooth in there. It looks like the cap sort of dug into it. So we'll have to get a Dremel and see if we can't fix that. All right, what I did here was rigged up my Dremel with a little sandpaper, little barrel sandpaper, but I had to hack it together with several different parts from different Dremel sets. Which end was it? Right here. So we'll see what we can do. We'll do it real easy like. Seems to be working. An indention, or if it's sticking out. I think it's more of a gouge, because this does not catch on it, just gliding over. I'm going to try a little more right there, and then we'll call it. Now, as for the rest of this, I did not hit it very much, just enough to get the dirt off. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. All right, it started raining, so we're not gonna be outside. So I'm gonna have to, I don't wanna say sand them off, I'm just gonna clean them up with a wire wheel. I've already cleaned the inside part so that we don't have to worry about the wire wheel messing that up. Put these keys in my pocket so I don't forget them this time. That took forever. All right, let me wipe these down. These will be ready for paint. And then get that, not with a wire wheel, with Scotch-Brite. That'll be ready for paint. These two are already ready for paint. Get them painted tonight. Tomorrow morning when we come back in, we can put the sound deadener on the back of this. We can wait for the U-joints to come in for this, which won't be here until Thursday. We'll figure something else to do, I'm sure. All right, let me get something to clean that with. All right, let's set up us a little paint booth area. All right, here's my improvised paint booth. Let me grab a mask, because we are painting indoors since it's raining, and I like my lungs. I'm gonna do this in satin black, these two. I wanna do these in satin black also, but
I don't have a full can, and it's my last one. Thought I had 2 of them. So if I run out on here, I can do these in gloss, even though I don't like gloss. Or I can just go to the store tomorrow and get some more. We'll just have to look at it in the morning, see how it is.
All right, it's the next day, and it looks like this stuff turned out rather nice. Didn't miss any spots. Look at these little pieces. That's what I really like. They look much better now. I didn't like that chalky look, but I don't like super shiny. Especially like with this. If you remember how chalky it looked before, don't mind that scratch. See now? I think that looks so much better. Definitely look better in the windshield or in the rear window of the car. All right. Now what we're gonna do is I'll put sound deadener underneath it to get rid of that freaking rattling. But I got a new bookshelf to put in here to put crap on. So what I'm gonna do is move this stuff out of the way, move that over and put my bookshelf there where the toolboxes are, move the toolboxes over here, and then put more stuff on the bookshelf. Does that make sense? Let's get moving. I got sidetracked. I put in my new bookshelf. I'm getting all the stuff that's getting kicked out of the house. So I did that. That's more cleaning supplies over there. Cleaned things up a bit, including my table, which was a total disaster. So now we're a little more organized. Maybe we get more work done. All right, here, I had something to bring up yesterday. These came in yesterday. These are the shift shaft seals. I did some research on it, and since ours is still leaking, I was trying to figure out what my options were. And you can remove the actual shift shaft. You have to drop the pan, take out a couple of bolts and a couple of parts, and you're able to slide it out. And a new one's only about 35, 40 bucks. But someone else, multiple other people said you can put in 2 seals, one after the other, and it should help stop it. So I think I'm gonna try that first. Bought 2 seals, we'll try that first, and then if that doesn't work, I will buy a new shift shaft. Because I'm tired of that puddle underneath the car. And then, of course, you know, my dog chewed up my damn hoses, my garden hoses. So I bought these to repair them all with. The spring is coming, and it's gonna be time to set up the sprinklers. So that's just a quick little update. And here, watch this. This is the other thing. Which I'd be straightening up over there. Look at all these sockets. I have tons of sockets. A family friend of ours gave me all of these when she moved. Now, I have these sets, and they're not worth the crap. There's no order to them. They were supposed to be like metric, SAE, metric, SAE, that kind of thing, and it turns out to be more of a big mess. Plus, look at the size of that one. That's a 1 1/8. Those are good ones to have around for that once in a blue moon when you need them. But deep wells are always good to have, and I don't have any here. I've got some more of these little things ordered so that we can get more of this junk out of here and then line this up and it be just sockets. But I want to go through and see if I can make a complete set out of either metric or SAE. So I'll bring you back when I'm done. Well, I'm an idiot. I just realized my microphone was on my jacket and I took my jacket off, so you probably couldn't hear me. I was going back through all my sockets, because in my toolbox over there I've had tons of just loose sockets. So I'm trying to make a complete set for this cabinet. And I don't have enough of these strips. I've got some on order. They should be here today. But I'm just going through seeing what I got. And boy, I got a lot. But I also have a lot of duplicates. And they're not the 10 millimeters. I got both. Red is going to be SAE, blue is going to be millimeters. If I can get this done right. Okay, I was able to make a better set. I still need to fill in all of these with millimeters, and I still have these that I need to add for millimeters. And when I get more strips, but yeah, not a complete set by any means, but all right. So these I'm gonna keep separate. And then all of these can go back into the bin. And in about another year, I'll look at them again and go through everything thinking I haven't done it yet. All right, now let's get some real work done. I need to finish cleaning up these and paint them. And then tomorrow, our parts should be here to put the half shafts back on. Don't say it. Don't say it. Started doing with this, and then I remembered I've got a damn wire wheel over there. Machine thing. So, still took a while, but they're done. They look a lot better. There you go. All right, we're gonna put them on the table and paint them, and then while I'm painting them, I'm gonna clean up the nuts and bolts. All right, today's arts and crafts project is applying sound deadener. Oh. There we go. Now, I have a feeling this section is what's making the noise. It's rattling up against the little lip that's underneath it, part of the body. So, actually probably at this end. Anyway, we're gonna do the whole thing, just to make sure. And I have a box of Kill Mat that I did my entire other Corvette in. And I don't really know much about sound deadener or anything, but this one's a lot cheaper. Get it on Amazonia, and it seems to work just as well. Let's see. Yeah, I've already got sheets cut in half that are pretty close. I want to incorporate that lip too, and possibly this lip. Yeah. So if I go this way, then booyah, we have it. And I have several pieces I've already cut like that. And then I'll have the extra strips to go around. So yeah, let's do it like that. All right, there it is. Sound deadened. Looks like I didn't scratch it up. Good. She's ready for install after lunch. Let's go put this somewhere and then go eat lunch. You want to inspect my work? All right, mail just delivered, and we have our new fan motor, hopefully. Let's hope we got the right one. Well, that can be added on. That's just the ground, not a problem. So pretty much, yes, it's the right one. Now all we got to do is transfer the fan over. This one's made for a fan, or made for that fan. You know what I mean. Means I got the right one this time. Well, before we take that off, let's get this off. You know what we didn't do? I should get my jumpers out and see if this even works, just to make sure. Well, I forgot to bring y'all along with me, but I just tested this, and guess what? It works just fine. It puts out a buttload of air. So do I replace it with the new one? Or just put the new one on the shelf and wait? Good question. Well, you know, in typical classic car guy fashion, I don't keep up with how much I spend when I'm buying stuff, doing stuff here and there. My wife does. And my wife informed me I was well past my monthly budget. Well past it. So I said, okay, my bad. I'll be better. I'll try to be better. My whole thing is, if this works, but I can't get this off, I don't want to mess this up. So what I need to do is check the switch in there. I think the switch is the next best bet. How do you check a switch? I'll have to look that one up to figure that out. I'm sure one of you geniuses out there will tell me all about the ohms and crap like that. Well, I'm not an electrician. I don't know, but I can read, or I can watch a video, either or. All right. So, with that task not being able to be complete, let's put the back thing back in, because it's done. If I remember correctly, when I did this, it was sort of a wrapping around process. Yeah, a little more like that. Don't do that. Hey, I said don't do that. For starters, we got to go up here.
Give me any beat.
All right, we're gonna wait on the fan. I wanna get in there and take the switch apart, but it's just too hot right now. The parts should be here tomorrow for the short shafts. Don't know when, probably tomorrow afternoon we'd be able to put them in. But we'll do the fan tomorrow. We will do that switch. There was one other thing. Well, let's see what my board says. Fix rear end. I'm working on it. Order U-joints, did that. Remove rear end. Rear deck trim, did that. Paint rear deck trim, did that. Okay, that's the only thing I put on my board. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. I have been checking my emails, and it looks like our U-joints are gonna be delivered today, between 10 and 2, roughly. So, while we wait for that, we're gonna install our blower motor, which works still. Remember, I told you yesterday. I didn't film it, but I did it. And that leaves us 3 options. Is it the relay switch? Is it the actual switch inside, the high-low switch? Or is it the wiring? We're gonna find out. How, you may ask? I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to research it. I assume first we just check the relay, but now I got to figure out which relay it is, because I don't know. I know it's a 5-terminal relay. I would assume over here, since it's near this, but I could be wrong, You Corvette experts out there, let me know, because there's some of you with far more knowledge than me that have been leaving messages, so maybe you know which one it is. But of course, by the time this comes out, I may already know myself. Made in Canada. So that's probably original. And it's got purple wire, and we have a purple wire over here. So I'm going to assume that this is the blower motor relay. And I just have to figure out how to get it out. When I do that, I'll bring you right back. Hey guys, I found another water pump. Wasn't even looking for it. This one was on the shelf, and when I went to put the extra blower motor back there, I found this. Don't know where it came from. It looks just like what's there, right? Let's see. Yeah. Don't know where it came from, but we have another one just in case. All right, I got it off. And it says, other than made in Canada, it says C4, and then some numbers. It looks just like the one they had on the picture. 5 prongs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're not really corroded. I mean, it was held in by dirt, but they're not that bad. This one I might clean up a little bit. Just run a brush through the whole thing. But now I'm gonna look up how to test them, because it is rusty back here and a little swollen. Let's figure it out. For this section, my microphones decided they weren't going to work, so there was no volume. What I'm doing here, I'm testing the power going to the fan. Find out that yes, there is power, so I'm going inside the car and testing the switch, and I discover that I have low, medium, but no high. The high part of the switch is burned out or whatever, just doesn't work. So with that discovery, I'm going to put this blower back in the car.
Give me any beat.
Here I'm showing you these little things I got from my wife and clipping on the side of my cart to put my tools in. They're really convenient. You know, I knew I talked with my hands, but after watching this with no volume, I really flap my hands around. All right, we got the blower motor in. It still works, I just tested it. Now we just have to get this back in, and this sucks because this really needs to be gone, but it's still pressurized, so I don't want to undo it. Going back in shouldn't be as hard. It was the coming out part was hard. Going back in, I should be able to just compact it in. Nope, there we go. All right, that's on. All right, guys, I'm back. And as promised, FedEx delivered. All right, I put the first one in because I just want to make sure everything was going to fit right. There you go. I've still got to grease it because it's still, as the instructions said, it has like some grease in there already. But you need to pack it with the new stuff. Anywho, everything locked in, good to go. 3 more to go. I'll get back with you in a minute. Sorry guys, I got on a roll. All right, this is passenger side, laid out, ready to go. And driver's side, laid out, ready to go. So let's get ready to install. It's overcast outside, so it's dark. you're not gonna be able to see shit from where I'm at. All right, it's the next day. I didn't give you all an update from yesterday because I made no progress. I spent about an hour trying to put the other side on, and for some reason, you got the 2 U-joints, 1 strap on each side. I could get 3 on, but I couldn't get the 4th one on. So I got frustrated and quit, and I thought about it last night, and I got a different approach I'm gonna do today. So I'm gonna do the other side. If I'm successful, I will bring you back and show you what I did on this side, okay? I don't know why I have to make something that should be easy so difficult, but I finally got it. I got that side on. It was just a matter of knowing which side to do first so you can make adjustments for the angle of the U-joint. And I'll show you what I mean when we get to this side, okay? Okay, the first thing I learned is don't do the easiest side first, which is connecting this side. Connect that side first. Don't make the same mistake I did. And when you connect it, you've got to hold the bottom cap up until you get everything tight that'll hold the U-joint in place so that that cap doesn't fall out. There is a little catch where it'll get, but you got to tighten it in first. I'll show you. And then you can start doing this side, because you have to jack this up to get it to fit more flush. I was doing it the ass backwards way and it wasn't working because that was real hard to get to in there. So this way works a lot better. The other side is completely done, like I said. And now we'll be on this side, and we still have most of the morning. So let's get working on it. First of all, I'm going underneath. Okay, sort of hard to show because the light sucks, but the inside part of the short shaft is connected. Now we got to connect this part. Well, amazingly, I got it to line up pretty quickly. All right, now we're going to put the screws in, but make sure you put some Loctite on them. I've hit every bolt with Loctite so far. All right, ladies and gents, they're back on. And that's going to conclude this episode, because if you listen, it's raining. We're not going to go out in the rain in this. So hopefully Monday's video, we'll be able to go out for a joyride and check it out and see how it's doing, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to grease the joints and put the tires on. But y'all don't need to see that because that's boring. So remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Whether you like it, don't like it. But if you find something wrong with what I'm doing, suggest a better way, okay? Don't just nitpick. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, have a great weekend, guys. I'm going to. Whatever Garage, out.